Done. 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 3, 2, 1. Done. 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 Done.
As God created, when God created the human being, this God was an other of himself. And so in the beginning, this other is completely ignorant that he is God. So the history of humanity is the history of man progressing through time until he comes to recognize that he's God. So that's why we're subjected in Western history to that supposedly Western society is progressing. And it's progressing, it began in Greece and it's progressed through to the Renaissance and then finally democracy. It's progressing towards atheism. Ultimately, it's progressing to the Dajjal, who is going to be the one who is going to be the first one to announce that he recognizes that he's God. So, as you know, they're trying to bring this out. They're not waiting for it to happen because Lurianic Kabbalah advises that you have to create the circumstances of the arrival of the Messiah. Whatever events are supposed to precede his arrival, which however they're described, you are to create those circumstances. Mm-hmm. So the whole goal of the modern computer is to create what's called a magical golem, which is basically a magical creature, which is famous in Kabbalah. And I'm not making this up. This is what Norbert Wiener, who is the father of cybernetics, he described this in a book called God and Golem Inc. And because what makes God is the ability to create human life. So if man is able to create human life, to replicate the creation of human life, that would make us gods. So creating artificial intelligence, the goal of creating artificial intelligence is to achieve, to make God become man. So the goal of the creation of the computer wasn't just a computing machine, but ultimately, the creation of the personal computer was just a step towards ultimately creating that. They finally created a machine that computed successfully. Now they have to create a machine that basically emulates the human ability to think, and they're getting closer there. That's why they call, when we arrive at that point, again, this is the same millennial kind of thinking. This is, what the New Age calls the Age of Aquarius. In transhumanism, they call it, or what Hitler would have called the 1,000-Year Reich. To the transhumanists, they call it a singularity. Mm-hmm. And so the singularity is supposed to be that point in time when we achieve the successful creation of artificial intelligence, and then we can no longer predict what will be beyond that point because it's a realm of existence which is beyond our ability to comprehend. So this machine, this artificial intelligence, is supposed to be what H.G. Wells called global brain, and also referred to by Arthur C. Clarke. Is basically a single, all-powerful computer that has access to the totality of human knowledge and to the totality of human activity. So most of these services that have been developed recently, particularly Google and Facebook and so on, are ultimately they're data collection tools that are designed to build profiles on every single human being on the planet, so that this Dajjal computer will be able to monitor, as it's showing here, the one eye governing the planet, governing the hierarchy, and then keeping its eye, casting its observatory gaze on the entire world.